Good morning, YouTube land. So, made it to Walmart. Got all our shopping done for the next little bit, anyways. Pulled off at a little rest stop just outside of Vanderhoof. Slept for a couple hours. Knocked out about 900 kilometers of the trip yesterday, so we made some ground considering I left part ways into the day after work. Gonna make some oatmeal for breakfast here, and then hit the road. It's currently 2:30 in the morning. So I'm not in super rush. I got about 4 hours 45 minutes left to the Caziar Highway turnoff. I'm gonna film a tiny bit. It'll be mostly just phone video from here till there. And then the Caziar, I am going to film with phone and GoPro, but if I find a spot to stop that's nice for the drone and stuff like that, I will. I'm not in a super rush. It's about, I think 13 and a half hours to the signpost forest in Watson Lake. I'm going to put up I got an old license plate I'm going to put up. I didn't get a chance to make an actual sign this time around, so when I come back next go around, I'll have an actual sign and I'll replace it. I'll pull the license plate down and replace it. But yeah, from there, I may make the push out to Whitehorse, depending on the time. If not, I'll just find a spot to camp out for the night outside of Watson Lake. I think it's about 4 hours or so from Watson Lake to Whitehorse, something like that. But yeah, enjoy the next coming footage coming up after my little chit chat here. Yeah, I'm gonna box out some breakfast and then hit the road. See you on there.
Wooden ships were built to sail across the ocean blue, and a man can run as fast as a river when it's by canoe. But overland, overland, overland will wear you down to your last strand. Overland, overland, overland won't let you come back the same man.
Highway. We're heading up it right now. Just topped off the fuel tank just in case. Was looking at the weather and we're under a rainfall warning, heavy rainfall warning here. They're expecting up to 50 millimeters in some parts, which that doesn't worry me much. It's just when I was looking at the radar, further up the Caziar, it turns to snow, not rain. So that can make a bit of a difficult time. As you can see from the previous footage before this little clip here with me talking, it's raining. It's been raining for most of this trip. We're 1,300 kilometers down now. So we're making ground, that's for sure. It's just I haven't been able to send up the drone because unfortunately it's raining way too heavy for it. If it was like a light mist, I wouldn't care, but yeah, it's coming down. It's way too heavy for my drone. But yeah, we're gonna see how the weather turns out. Apparently there's some construction on this road. I missed the sign. It said something about some sort of closure somewhere or something. I don't know. We'll find out. That being said, I'm really not in a rush to get north. So, you know, even if we have to wait for some construction, it's not the end of the world. But so far, so good. You know, crashed a little bit at two of the rest stops. A couple hours, you know, just get some sleep in. Crushed out most of the trip. Like, I stopped in Vandercoop originally, and then I stopped just outside of Smithers again for another hour. I was still feeling a little groggy, so I was like, you know, I'm not in any sort of rush, especially not with that weather. So I just stopped, you know, snoozed a little bit, and then got up and continued on, and you know, now we're here. I feel definitely way more wide awake, so we're good for a while. Yeah, well, time will tell on how this weather stays, and I'll keep getting some footage where I can, and catch you when I check back in.
Let the few run away and look back over your shoulder. Down the beat, people wait, cross their fingers for an explosion. But it felt like we were in a movie.
Well, just a little stretch break here. Just in the middle of nowhere. I see this cool sign. And there's
It's out of my hand,
this.
it's out of my sight, not out of my mind. It's out of my hand, it's out of my sight, not
Super nice
out of
spot.
my mind. We broke in an abandoned house, and we climbed up to
Wow, guys, look at that. I mean, we hit dirt, so much for a clean SUV, but
smoke some pot.
man, the views now that it's not raining. Look at that. That is sheer beauty.
Those sounds that don't feel real, but it felt like we were in a movie. about freedom, about growing up slow. It's out of my hands, it's out of my sight, not out of my mind. It's out of my hands, it's out of my sight, not out of my mind. But it felt like we were in a movie about freedom, about going up slow. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. 'Twas blind, but now I see. 'Twas blind, but now I see.
I heard about a place by the water, somewhere you can't trust no one. If you drive too far, you'll find it right off of Highway 61. I heard they got Manson down there, and Cash found it on down by the train. I've been trying to stay clear all my life, but I hear those beasts calling my name. I'm getting real damn close, it's a matter of time. I'll either lose my life or lose my mind.
Alright, we're off to Carcross. So that's Kayla and Mark in front of us. They're who meeting here in Whitehorse. We're gonna go check out the desert and stuff like that, and then we're gonna head up to Dawson. Totally just seen a beautiful spare body and an international that was obviously in rough shape, but still beautiful. Yeah, there was wicked vehicles there. Like a salvage yard is what you can call it. But yeah, so we're just hitting the highway. I finally wired in my light bar so I can have like bright lights again. Not that the lights are too bad on this SUV, but still. I'll check in with you when we get there. We're not there yet. Look at that view. Wow. Not sure where we're going, but it's gotta be something cool. I've seen something about a lake. Let's see what we gotta tell. They're being my tour guide while out here. They're also heading up to Dawson with me, so won't be alone for that leg of the trip. Oh, look at this! Look at that! Look at that! That is rad! Oh, this is so cool. cool. An old little homestead thing. You can pause and read that.
There's the blood of a Viking in the young and the old, out on distant shores, making echoes in time. We'll be here forever. We never die. Hey, ho, hey, ho.
In the land of the north, where the wind blows cold, there's the blood of a Viking in the young and the old. Out on distant shores, making echoes in time. We'll be here forever, we never die.
Driving down into the desert. This is super rad. Can't say I ever driven the desert before. And then I got the drone up after, and yeah, we'll get some footage going through here.
Beneath the northern sky so wide, fallen warriors walk beside. Echoes linger, shadows call. Valhalla's hall awaits us all. Voices of Valhalla whisper in the flame, calling through the silence, speaking Odin's name. Voices of Valhalla rising in the air, guiding every soul to the All-Father's care. Blood was spilled, the earth is red. Songs remain when men are dead. Through the storm their spirits fly to the hall where heroes lie. Voices of Valhalla whisper in the flame, calling through the silence, speaking Odin's name. Voices of Valhalla rising in the air, guiding every soul to the All-Father's care. Hear the horns in midnight spread. Life is fleeting, stronger than death. Through the night their voices stay, guiding us on the warrior's way.
good morning. We didn't make it to Dawson. We ended up taking a snooze at one of the rest stops not too far. Got about 2 hours left. Mark's having some, I believe, speed sensor issues, not letting his truck shift when it gets hot. So we sat here, and I guess we both ended up sleeping longer than we expected to do. But yeah, I'm not sure if they're up yet or not, but it got a little chilly in here. It's -5. I didn't run the diesel heater because I didn't think we were going to be here that long, so I didn't bother setting it up. So now I'm just munching on some snacks while the SUV warms up. Maybe we'll probably hit the roads here soon, depends. But at least it'll be daylight and I'll be able to film some of it. Here we are, turning onto the Dempster. This is what we've been waiting for. I cannot wait. I actually have Mark and Kayla with me for part of this. We're gonna go camp tonight just outside of Tombstone. Well, here we go. We are now about to hit the Dempster Highway. From judging from the trucks that are coming down, they're looking kind of snowy on the back, so we might actually hit some snow. I'm looking forward to it. Mark's tires are actually half decent. They're not horrible, but we're gonna take our time. We're going to set up just outside the park. I don't know if they're joining me tomorrow. I'm going all the way up, weather permitting. If it's absolutely atrocious, I'm turning around with them. But yeah, if I see anything cool, I'll try and get a video of it. But right now, it's starting to get dark. With the snow and stuff, I'm going to be focusing more on the road. Tomorrow, when I get to the other side of the park, I'm going to be droning a lot of it, so I will get footage. So you'll be able to see some good stuff of that. Alright guys, so we're still coming through Tombstone. Let me tell you, the views in here are something else. I have seen a lot of Canada, a lot of different places, a lot of mountains, a lot of mountain tops even. This is something special, seriously. It is far, it is really far, but if you ever get the chance to come here, absolutely do it, regardless of the time of the year. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful with all the snow. It's all nice and white, clean, and this is coming from someone that, not the biggest fan of winter, mainly just because it's cold. I don't like the cold, but it's overall not bad here right now. It's really early into the season, so. But like, it's just incredible. Like, check that out. You know, like, and it's 360 like this, even behind me. You know, like, I don't know. There's something about these mountains that's so different than like BC and Alberta and stuff like that. Yeah, like I said, if you get a chance to come here, absolutely do it. It's far. Pack fuel. The fuel stations that are here are quite expensive. The last stop I did was in Dawson, and it was $1.80 for regular. I don't know what diesel was, but it was around that too. And the next stop on here is Eagle Plains, which is 300 or 400 kilometers down the road. gear, lots of food, lots of supplies. You never know, stuff changes at a turn of a dime on this road. But yeah, definitely get out here, definitely check it out. It is absolutely gorgeous.
We're spinning off the edge of the world. Out We're spinning off the edge of the world. Out in the night. Never had no chance. Nowhere to hide. We're spinning off the edge of the world. Nowhere to run. Never had no chance. Out comes the sun. Spinning off the edge of the world. Winds from the sky. Never had no chance. We'll watch us rise.
We made her to Eagle Plains. So here we are filling up in Eagle Plains. Expensive, but this is a cool setup.
Our time is ever on